So today we're going to talk about Mark chapter 5 verses 2 till 20. So what does this passage talk about? We can see that this passage is found in Mark's gospel, and it powerfully illustrates Jesus' authority over evil and his ability to restore even the most broken individuals. It tells a story of a man possessed by a legion of demons living in isolation among the tombs. We can see that his transformation after encountering Jesus offers deep insight into spiritual bondage, divine power, and the call to testify God's mercy.
We see that the possessed man is in a terrible state, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. He lives among the dead, cut off from the society, unable to be restrained. His self destruction behavior, crying out day and night, and cutting himself reflects the devastating effects of sin and evil. This is a stark reminder that spiritual oppression leads to isolation, torment, and destruction. Many people today do not experience this literally, but they struggle with addiction, sin, or deep wounds that enslave them. The man's condition challenges us to ask, are there areas in my life where I feel trapped, bound, or hopeless?
So, Jesus' authority over evil. And we can see this illustrated in the passage when it says, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." So we can see that when Jesus arrives, the demons immediately recognize his power and beg him not to torment them. They identify themselves as legions, meaning there are many. Despite their strength, they know they are powerless before Jesus. With a single command, Jesus drives them out, sending them into a herd of pigs, which rush them into a sea and drown them. So we see that this moment highlights the authority of Jesus over all spiritual forces. Although evil may seem overwhelming, it cannot stand before Christ. It also shows the destructive power of the destructive nature of sin. So wherever evil goes, it brings ruin.
People's fearful response. Rather than rejoicing over the man's healing, the people of the town reacted with fear. Instead of welcoming Jesus, they beg him to leave. Why? Perhaps because they are more concerned about the loss of their pigs rather than the miracle. This response is tragic. Although they witness the power of God, they still choose comfort over transformation. It is a sobering reminder that sometimes people reject Jesus because following him challenges their way in life.
So the healed man's mission. Now that Jesus had healed the man who was fully restored, the man wants to follow Jesus. But Jesus gives him a different mission. Go home to your people and tell them what the Lord has done for you. The man obeys, becoming one of the first evangelists in Gentile history.
In conclusion, this passage reminds us that no one is beyond Christ's healing, but we must be willing to accept his works in our lives. Therefore, this influences us as Christians to surrender ourselves in front of God and let him lead our life. Thank you.